No, thank you for having me. It's lovely to be here. I am, ostensibly we're here to promote our Edinburgh Fringe shows, aren't we? But it's kind of hard to do, because I don't think anybody should really see mine. Because there's no point, really, is there? This is a stupid thing to be doing. Nobody needs this. None of you are sat at home, nobody needs what I'm selling, I think is the point. None of you are sat at home this evening thinking to yourselves, you know what I'm running short on? The thoughts and opinions of middle-class white men. I better get down to the fucking Chortle show, stock up. It's a fucking stupid thing to be doing all this with the talking and everything. See anybody else, don't see me. And because I don't think I should be successful. I don't think, it's almost abhorrent, the idea of success to me. See some brown people, for God's sake. Nobody should be seeing me. My wife disagrees with this vehemently. She believes that we should be throwing ourselves into our work. I think that's what we should be doing with our time. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing because we haven't got kids. You see, I kind of want kids because I'm 38 now. I can feel 40 looming, and I don't want to be an old dad. And I kind of want kids, but my wife refuses to have kids. She says we're not financially in a position to be able to do that. I don't know what she's got against poor kids, but they're the best ones, aren't they? I kind of feel like I'm supposed to be throwing myself into my work now, but I'd rather throw myself into traffic, to be honest. This is awful. I hate this. The only reason I do this, to be honest, is because otherwise I would literally be a lump of flesh that lives in my wife's house. I have no real... I think she pretty much sees me as one of her pets at this point. The only real difference between me and the cat right now is that I will occasionally knock up a risotto. That's really all there is. I look at some of my friends who are doing this, because I've been doing this for a while now, and they're getting to a point where they're genuinely successful, and it's baffling to me. I've seen people recently who, every now and again something will crop up on one of my social media feeds. Somebody will be invited back to their old school to give a talk to the pupils. I can't even begin to imagine the level of success that you would have to attain for that to happen. I mean, it'll never happen to me because the school has been demolished and a lot of those teachers are in jail. But they are as well. There was one of them went to jail last year. An old teacher of mine. I saw it in the paper, and he was in the paper. It's like fucking old man. It was on the internet. In the news, on the wireless. One of my old teachers went to jail last year for what they referred to as historic abuse, which is what they always call these things. Like, the terminology is almost as if to say it was such a long time ago, it doesn't matter, it's not important anymore, nobody's really affected. It was the 90s. I don't think you should be able to refer to a time as historic if Sheryl Crow had a fucking record out. And the thing is, the problem I have with it is, everybody knew as well. So school's supposed to prepare you for society in a way, and certainly as a microcosm of the real world, you can't get much more accurate than having the whole fucking thing run by paedophiles. So, they really fucking nailed that part of it. But the thing that bothers me about it is everybody knew, nobody seemed to give a shit. That's the thing that comes out of the news of all these things. Because what were the fucking public safety films they were showing us about getting into cars with strangers? Was that a fucking misinformation tactic? Never mind all this euphemistic shit about puppies. Just warn people. Some of the adults are going to try and fuck you, and you mustn't let them. This is a really bleak place to end, but I've run out of time. You've been a delight. Thank you very much for having me. I'll see you again. Good night.